she lied about everything.
That's former Stoughton Deputy Police Chief Robert Devine disparaging Sanda Birchmore, a woman who died at just 23 years old, in an effort to salvage his own reputation. And it's what prompted Sandra's family's attorney to break his silence.
And what made you want to speak out now?
Because Sandra can't speak for herself.
In his first TV interview, attorney Stephen Marullo has a lot he wants to say to defend Sandra, who was found dead in her apartment in 2021. He says she had a difficult childhood with no father figure, and her mother signed her up for the Stoughton Police Explorers program when she was 13 years old.
She and her mother thought it would be a great way for her to have men around her who had authority.
But that authority, Marullo says, was abused by the men she met there, officers Matthew and William Farwell and Devine.
The men she trusted let her down and took her down.
In Devine's case, the Stoughton Police Department and a Massachusetts post-commissioned hearing officer found that he met Birchmore for a sexual encounter while he was on duty, sent her inappropriate messages on social media, then lied about it. That encounter was in December 2020. The same month, Sandra learned she was pregnant. She told another Stoughton police officer, Matthew Farwell, who is married with 2 children, that he was the father. Less than 2 months later, Sandra was found dead in her Canton apartment. The state medical examiner said Sandra died by suicide, and the DA didn't issue any charges. But that ruling didn't make sense to Sandra's family.
They knew that she was excited about having this baby. She was just over the top. To think that she committed suicide at that point in her life is just, it was unbelievable to me and to her family.
Seeing the autopsy report, including evidence of a broken bone in her neck, convinced Marullo.
And even as a non-medical person, I said, there's no way that this young lady committed suicide. I said, that's homicide.
Marullo hired a nationally known forensic expert who said Sandra had been strangled. He then brought that report to the state medical examiner, the DA, and attorney general, but says nothing changed.
So Sandra is not getting justice because this case isn't being properly investigated.
As a last resort, he turned to federal authorities.
It took the FBI, it took the federal government to bring the charge against Matthew Farwell.
Last year, the U.S. attorney charged Matthew Farwell with killing Sandra, later charging him with also killing her unborn child. He has pleaded not guilty.
It's my name. This is about my name.
Devine was never criminally charged, but last year he fought the state post-commission's attempt to decertify him as a police officer.
She would proposition me here and there, and I would tell her no.
At his hearing, Devine denied having a sexual encounter with Sandra and claimed his social media accounts had been hacked.
Disgust.
That was Marullo's reaction to hearing Devine's testimony.
And the reason it was discussed was because he accused Sandra of being a liar. And if that was ever the pot calling the kettle black.
A post-commission hearing officer agreed, saying Devine lied to protect himself and his reputation. Now, he has been decertified as a police officer, but is now appealing. Neither Devine nor his attorney returned our calls for a comment. In the newsroom, Karen Anderson, 5 Investigates.